My name is Haresh Patel. I'm CEO of SCS Renewables. We're based out of Silicon Valley, California. SCS is a software platform that really helps the solar project finance industry in the industrial commercial space really solve a major problem. There is a lot of money out there and there's a lot of projects, but the ability for them to find each other and to process the information to make a good informed decision is pretty broken. So our software platform really allows banks and financial institutions to do a much more efficient job, sorting through the projects to really make their capital deploy a lot faster. We're able to really increase the speed by about 40% for them in terms of how quickly they can deploy their capital and add about 16.5% to their bottom line of their project IRR. There are really two types of customers when you're talking about that. There's an existing, let's say, successful company that's investing. That success in itself is creating a problem, because you roughly have about 100 different documents you have to process through. Multiply that times 100 different projects, multiply by 6 different people. You've got a mountain of information coming via email and Dropbox. It's not very organized, and it's creating tremendous inefficiencies. And without a good rating and scoring system, and to normalize what this project looks like in terms of the eyes of an investor, not the right projects are being worked on. And then there's brand new money that's coming to the marketplace. So for the first group, we actually bring efficiency to their business process. And for the next group, which is what we're excited about, is we need more money to enter the marketplace. So brand new funds, pension funds, insurance funds, foreign banks, new funds within the US. When they bring money in, they've learned how to raise the money, but they still have to learn about the domain knowledge, how to deploy it, how to productize it, and how to actually create the deal flow. So we bring them 2 years' time to advantage to be able to really, once they raise the money, to deploy it a lot faster. Our core engine has taken 3 years of research, talking to 25 of the top financial institutions in the US, mapping their investment criteria and mapping their decision-making process and their underwriting criteria. That becomes our core engine. And from that core engine, it allows us then to take projects in a much more intake format, much more in a systematic way. Once all the project information is taken in, the first result you see is that the developer actually learns how much he needs to have in order to make for the financier to make an informed decision. So we provide a first level score of how much is it complete. The second part of the score now takes into account 8 or 9 areas that we look at from a project perspective from the investor's eyes, and we apply a score, much like FICA provides an overall score to a project, or a Moody's or Fitch gives a rating to a bond. We do the same thing at the project level, and that allows then the investor to make a quicker, faster, informed decision around how they want to invest and how they want to price that project. We're pretty excited about where we're at, right? I mean, as you know, only 1% of solar is being deployed and being used for producing our overall energy. That's going to go to, over the next 20, 30 years, to a much higher percentage, 8, 10, 12%. So tremendous growth coming. And the problems are very global. They're not just here in the US around financiers finding projects and projects finding financiers, and the efficiency to do that is only going to get more complex as the market begins to uptick. The negative headlines we've all read, quite frankly, have been really good, because they've been what we call price reductions on the hardware side, but that's created a boom in terms of having this industry really take off. We're still growing 30 or 40% a year, and it was a $75 billion industry in the US just last year.